お相手が決まられたんですね。おめでとうございます。
お相手、おめでとう？まさか。
Have you guys ever heard the term giggle like a schoolgirl? Like that? Well, here's the thing, my friends, is I absolutely loved this episode. And on the opposite hand, I was annoyed by the episode. First and foremost, okay, and I know I probably said that already, but first off, like, say, girl, please, you in love, girl. She's like, this is what falling in love looks like. Yo, homie, you been in love, girly. Like, you been in love. Like, how much harder do you want to fall, okay? Like, that was, like, one of the things she was like, oh, I don't know how, like, must be what falling in love feels like. It's like, pff, you been in love, homegirl. Like, well, who you playing with over here? Like, she's constantly... When she closes her eyes, she sees Commander Hawk, okay? Like that, I don't know if you can get any more in love. Like, I don't know how much deeper you're going to fall. Like, you about to hit the seafloor out there. So, on one part, like I said, I loved this episode. It was cute. I was giggling. Like, I mean, like, I was giggling. Like if somebody, if somebody was, like, near me or around, like, it'd be embarrassing. Like, that's how much I was, like, you know what I mean? Like all those little moments. Like, it was so good. And straight off the bat, I want to recognize that I understand, which I have always understood, this show isn't for everybody. And there are, and I will admit, and I have admit throughout the season, that this season's been a little bumpy, and there have been a lot of just really boring moments. But because, you know, much like any other show that you like that somebody else doesn't, even when you know it's not good, you stick with it because, you know, it's something that you really loved. You know, maybe season 1, season 2, 3 were awesome. Now you have to sit through 4 and 5 to finally get through 6, whatever the case is. Like, you just stick with stuff because it's kind of like, well, I know I love this thing, right? Much like I feel the more recent, like, 𝐒𝐻𝐼, I think is one of the greatest romance anime ever created. But then this season they had, or maybe it was last season, one of the more recent seasons they had 𝐒𝐻𝐼, The Missing Pieces, which was no bueno. It was not very good. I was like, man, you guys are really, like, you're out here trying to ruin this property that I really love, with just giving us a season of filler episodes. Like, a little rough. Anyways, I'm not gonna yoink that show into this talking, but again, a little bit of, I can understand, like, a little bit of a boring episode, but, like, it really hit. Like, as she was fluttering and her feelings were fluttering, as she stated, so were mine throughout the episode. And I really felt that for her. And you could really see it on screen a lot, too. And I really did enjoy that. Although I thought he could have pushed it a lot further, I did enjoy Hawk, you know, Commander Hawk actually starting to push the envelope and be a little more forward with his feelings with �2. She's great at deflecting, and he did fails in moments spectacularly because she pushed him so far back, not allowing them to be in certain moments, like when they were by the lilacs, or, you know, when he was trying to get really close to her, when he was trying to sit next to her. Like, she's really great at deflecting. And that's a good segue into the next part of, like I said at the beginning, I was one part loving it, one part annoyed by it. And the annoyed by it part is, like, I think they're going to drag out this love between �2 and between Hawk until the end of the season. And I'm a little annoyed by that because it's, like, so evident to everybody watching from the beginning that Hawk took the screen, that she, even if it was subconsciously, just fell head over heels, you know, in love with this dude. And everything that's happened points in that direction. And, you know, she said it best, is she's being extremely selfish. And I don't condone her, or I don't judge her by that, you know, but she said it best that, you know, she's like, I know what I want, but I want to hold on to these feelings, these butterflies. You know, the what if I didn't go with him? What if I went over here? What if I was going to go over this way? Like, in a way, it was one of the things that she's holding on to it longer. And in one part, I completely understand. Like, go get yours, girl. Like, you know, like she was not popular in high school and was a corporate slave and didn't get to experience that love life that she really missed out on for the cornerstone years of her life. And now she's kind of making up time for it. And on that side of the story, like on a real level, I understand it. Like, be selfish to the maximum. But on the opposite side, it's like, well, you know, in real life, absolutely. Like, you know, go live yours, go be the best version of yourself. Go through all, you know, go fall in love, fall out of love, get your heart broken, go, you know, like go do all of it because like you deserve it for yourself in real life. Well, it's not real life. This is fiction. And for me to be selfish as a viewer, it's like, well, I want this thing between her and Hawk to happen. And I don't want it to be the thing we end on. I want to see it happen selfishly, just like her being selfish, you know, in the show being written that way. I selfishly want to see like her, you know, be proposed to, maybe a wedding night, maybe a little extracurricular activity, you know, not only to see it, but maybe cut to it, give us some hints about it, you know, maybe, you know, it's happening. Maybe we end on her, you know, a kid running around, you know, kind of like alluding to, oh, well, you know, happy ending, she had her first kid or something, you know, give us something more than what I feel like we're leading to, which is like the moment he maybe proposes or the moment that she actually like admits to herself that she's in love and admits to him. I feel like we're coming to a headway of like this, like, how do you say it? This very vanilla moment. And it's like, well, I selfishly, by giving this show, you know, 2 seasons of my life, I would like to selfishly be rewarded for that. So that's where it comes into play of like, I was one part, you know, call me Cold Stone Ice Cream, I'm loving it. Call me McDonald's, I'm loving it. I was one part, don't do this to you, don't do this to us, you know? So that's where I am with this show. But, you know, in a package deal, I love this show. It's awesome. I think it's one of the better, it's definitely one of the better, if not one of the best, at least top 5, like, leading lady anime that deals with harem type scenarios, you know, kind of surrounding them. You know, I don't think we get too many of these that we have a really cool, interesting, intriguing, contextualized, realized, you know, character, you know, that deals with like the, what do they call, reverse harem or whatever they call them, I think. We don't really get too many that deal with it and do it really well. Well, we don't really get too many of them. I think the only other one that comes to mind that is like, you know, pinnacle of is like maybe like maybe I don't even know if you count it, maybe like a Fruits Basket, maybe like a villainous anime, you know, like maybe like a Raeliana, you know, villainous all routes lead to doom, you know, maybe like there's very few that initially come to mind when I think about that. So anyways, I've dabbled on for too long. So let me know what you guys thought of this episode down in the comments below. As always, I appreciate you guys being here. I'll see you guys next week, my friends. All right. 2 more episodes. Let's go. Peace out, my friends. Deuce, deuce.